It'll be a good one.
Especially when you open the conference. This is the first conference game for the season for both of these teams. And, you know, 86, I believe it was, the Bulls were ranked about 4th in the state. The Bulldogs were ranked 2nd, I believe, and they had a real shootout here, and Terry Sanford beat them like 44-6 or something like that in the season opener.
Yes, it was an unusual game in the sense that it was much more evenly matched. I think tonight it seems to be similar in the fact that E.E. Smith ought to be favored, as we say, but nothing can be taken for granted in this ball game.
Coach, but right, anytime Terry Sanford and E.E. Smith gets together, it's going to be a real barn burner, and we're looking for a great night, opening night here in the conference, Mid-South Conference.
I think so, and it's just one of those muggy nights, and I hope the ball players can take care of it. I'm sure they can. The trainers have got them ready, the coaches have got them ready, and I'm about ready to get up to the booth and do something about announcing for tonight. How about you?
So am I, Jack. Jack will be back interviewing Coach Pascal. I will have E.E. Smith's Coach Sappos, right, and we'll be right back with these interviews after. Okay, we're talking with Coach Dean Sappos of the E.E. Smith Bulldogs, and Coach, it's a pleasure to have you aboard again. We saw your fine football team earlier this year, and it blew out Laney in fine style, and I'm sure since then they've been playing excellent football, and we're looking for a great opener tonight.
Well, anytime E.E. Smith and Terry Sanford get together, you know, you can throw the records out the door. It's a big rivalry. The kids know each other. The coaches know each other. So we're looking forward to a tough football game. I do hope that last time you were here, we played pretty good. So I hope that the results are the same.
Of course, I'm sure it is. Two great coaches knocking heads tonight in this opener, and talking with Jack earlier, he says you'll see this will be one of the better games you'll see all year long. These teams throw away, regardless of record, regardless of anything, injuries or what have you. When these two teams collide, you can look for anything to happen. And we also talked about your 1986 meeting. You know, when I think you were ranked, let's see, what, 4th, and they were ranked 2nd, and came in here, and Terry Sanford won by a score of, what, 44-6, and a complete surprise, I think, to everybody with both of you ranked so highly.
That was the longest month I ever spent in 3 hours. Terry Sanford played well that night. We didn't play particularly well. I just hope that we've got them better mentally prepared to come over here in this fine stadium and play. If we can get off the bus, do the things that we've worked on, play hard, play like we can play, we'll be okay.
Well, when I saw them against Laney, they looked like they were playing the next to the last game of the season. They played an excellent football game. The execution was fantastic, and I know talking to you after the game, Coach Sappos, you said it was one of the better opening games.
Oh, yes, definitely. But, you know, that's history. You know, you can sit back and enjoy that one for about 12, 14 hours, then you have to go back to work. This is going to be a good test for us. Terry Sanford has an excellent football team. They're hungry. They don't believe all the press clippings that people have said, you know, and I don't blame them. I don't believe them either. We just have to come out here and prove every Friday night that we're a good football team.
And I'm sure, no question about that, you'll do just that. Any key injuries, anything you think might hinder you tonight, or what have you?
No, we're ready to play. If things don't go our way, we just got beat by a better football team tonight.
Well, Coach Dean, lots of luck to you tonight, and it's always great to talk with you.
It's fine. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Okay, Coach Dean Sappos of the E.E. Smith Golden Bulls, and Jack will be back to talk with Coach John Daskell right after.
Good evening once again, folks. We're back, and I have with me the coach of the Terry Sanford Bulldogs, Coach John Daskell, and Coach and I go way back, but we've been separated for 2 or 3 years now, and Coach, you've been here before. You've started conference seasons. You've started them against E.E. Smith. And how's it feel tonight? Any different?
Well, first of all, I'm proud that you didn't say Reed Ross. No, it's just a typical game, whether it be Terry Sanford or whoever. As far as with Smith is concerned, it's just you just have to get yourself together. I mean, you just got to strap it on and go after one another.
Well, and it's been a good rivalry. It's been a hard-fought rivalry over the years. And as you look at your team offensively tonight, Coach, what do you think you're going to have to do in order to move the ball against Smith?
Well, they're pretty big. We are playing with some sophomores, and hopefully we can make sophomore errors. If we can keep from doing that, we'd like to try to run the ball a little more. Last week we threw for over 200 yards. We'd like to try to split it up a little bit and get a little more running attack in. But if not, we'll do what we have to do.
Well, your passing game has been outstanding. Hedgecoe's ranked, I think, in efficiency like second in the conference now, and you have an end who's ranked first in receptions and per game, and so that portion of the offense seems to be doing well. Defensively, is there anything special that you're going to have to do?
Well, you've got Sebastian Small. You're going to definitely have to stop him. Sebastian's probably one of the best running backs in the state. Quick, good lateral moves and whatever, so we're going to have to stop him. And, of course, they throw the ball well. They have good receivers. You know, they're well balanced. They're senior-oriented team, been together for a great number of years, and, you know, it's just kind of hard. You can't get it for one thing. You've got to get it all.
That's true. They all it comes from both ends of the ball, for sure. How about injuries? Anything that's going to have an effect on your ball club tonight or down the road, Coach?
Not that I know of. We've had a couple of kids with some rib problems, but I think they're at full strength right now. We didn't do a whole lot of hitting this week in order to get our kids together and get them well, so I don't think we have any injury problem.
Well, John, it's been a pleasure for you to come by and talk with us, and very best of luck for you and your team tonight as you go down the road, and we're delighted at Channel 62 to be doing these things, and it's great to see you again, and good luck to your ball club. Thanks for coming by.
Thanks for coming over.
Okay, on average kick, this is Rudy Williams along with Jack McGinley and Carlisle Hayes from the home of the Bulldogs here in Fayetteville, North Carolina, Terry Sanford High School. On the kickoff, Average kick was fumbled and went into the end zone, and they're going to bring it back out to the 20-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for E.E. Smith, and tonight we'll be looking at a new quarterback for E.E. Smith. Lewis will be the starting quarterback instead of senior McMillan. And Jack and guys, this could be very interesting. The season opener for both teams, and as we've said before, prior to the game, talking with everybody, you can throw away everything when these two teams play. Right, anything can happen.
Absolutely. We've got a new quarterback for Smith, so the game may be up for grabs here.
Lewis, the quarterback, takes, spins, pitches to the deep man, picks up a little yardage out across the 20 to about the 22 or 23-yard line. He stumbles, hit by McEachern and Copenhagen. So picked up about a yard on the play. They're going to place it down at the 21-yard line, so it'll be 2nd and 9 for the Golden Bulls of E.E. Smith. And they're ranked high in the poll this week. I think they're 2nd in the Associated Press poll.
The WRAL Eastern
right.
North Carolina, Rudy, they are sure enough.
All set. Give it to the tailback. He's got good yardage. Fires out across the 25 to about the 27-yard line before they finally bring him down. Keith Flood is the tackler. So a pickup of about 7-8 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and about 1 for the 1st down. So big key down here for the Bulls as they break out of the huddle up to the line of scrimmage. Lewis quarterbacking. Replacing McMillan tonight in the season opener. Give it to the tailback. He may have it as he gets it out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be mighty close, Rudy.
It'll be very close. He had to get it just above the 30, but I believe he got it, and maybe a little bit more. He did as they moved the chains across the way. So a little extra effort gets the 1st down. Cornelius Fielder and Keith Flood make the stop for the Bulldogs of Terry Sanford. No score here. We're in the 1st quarter. And a beautiful stadium this is. We talk so much about that, Jack. It's just almost a repeat performance each week.
It is. This is a gorgeous stadium. Gorgeous stadium. The field's in excellent condition.
And probably one of the oldest in the county, right?
Right.
Pass on the right side to split in Jamie Dudley. He's got good yardage as he crashes across the 35 out to about the 37-yard line before Robert McEachern makes the stop for the Bulldogs of Terry Sanford.
Rudy, you know, you go through adversity sometime with your football team and without your #1 quarterback. Sometimes your team rallies around the new kid on the block, and I think Smith's going to equate himself well tonight. I really do.
Dwayne Lewis is the quarterback. Small, Sebastian Small, the tailback. The fullback is Tyrone Groves. And we're all set. 1st and 10. No, it was 3rd. I'm sorry, 2nd and about 7 as I lost it here. Tyrone Groves was the ball carrier. And he gets it out over the 40 to about the 41-yard line of E.E. Smith before Keith Flood makes a stop along with Elliot Medell. So a pickup of roughly about 5 yards and enough for the first down. So I lost a play there, Jack.
Well, Rudy, I tell you, E.E. Smith's got a good running game, and I think it's already beginning to show. They've made a change to fullback. Tyrone Groves is in now since the last time we saw them, and he's a big kid.
Sure is. He was injured, I think. Okay, the give is to Sebastian Small. He gets great yardage as he fires out across the 45, the 50 to about the Terry Sanford 49-yard line. Inslee makes a stop for the Bulldogs, but another first down or is it just short? It is short, about second one. 8:29 left to play here in the first quarter, no score. As the Bulls break out of the huddle up to the line of scrimmage, split wide to the near side is Jamie Dudley. To the far side is Brown. Give is going to be to the fullback, Groves, and he picks up the first down and more as he gets it down to about the 46-yard line. And with that, we'll take timeout. And Dudley, Nance, Cole, Martin, Lane, Williams, and Suggs. That's the front wall in this offense for E.E. Smith. They've got Lewis, the quarterback, Groves and Small, the setback. Give is to the tailback, Sebastian Small, and he picks up good yardage as he gets outside the Terry Sanford defense down to about the 40-yard line before they unstack them. Stokes, Roger Stokes, and Keith Flood make the stop for the Bulldogs, and we've got an injured player across the way, and I believe it's a Golden Bull.
I can't see, Rudy.
And I may be wrong there. Both have white pants and both have a very similar trim, Jack, so we certainly won't be able to go by that. Smith.
Is it Sebastian Small?
Small was the man checking up on the play, and I know that Coach Sampos.
No, this is
it's Terry, right.
Terry Sanford player.
Terry Sanford player. Oh, I started to say Coach Sampos probably fainted across the way if he loses Sebastian Small, but he's got a good one in Demetrius Biggs. So can we get that number, guys?
That number's kind of
33, I believe it is it not?
Maybe 32, Rudy.
32. Got the number tucked inside.
Number 32. That looks like Kibby Johnson.
Okay, Johnson was the guy checking up on the play. We're all set for more football. Looking at 2nd and 3. Pitch is going to be to the tailback, and he's dropped for a big loss. Back at about the 47-yard line.
Shea Chilton, Rudy, is there.
Chilton made the stop for the Bulldogs.
Shea Chilton.
Shea Chilton. Oh, big defensive play right there.
Wow. He was, he almost took the pitch, Rudy. Looked like Shea almost got that pitch out from the quarterback, Dwayne Lewis.
Somehow or other, he squeezed through the wall and almost picked off the football. Looking at 3rd and 10. Back to pass. Looking. Fires deep. It is complete to split in Jamie Dudley. Oh, that was a big one. Had a lot of time to throw it down to about the 15-yard line. Maybe inside the 14. Robert McEachran made the stop and possibly save the touchdown. The ball just inside the Terry Sanford 15-yard line. So another big first down.
Well, a little razzle-dazzle, Rudy. We had a
great
fake handoff and a reverse and halfback pass out of that reverse.
Dudley to the near side. Brown to the far side. Give is going to be to the tailback. Sebastian Small trying to get outside will get little or nothing as he gets it to about the 14-yard line. Elliot Waddell, one of the guys in on the stop for the Bulldogs. They're going to have to do a job on defense right here to stop this good sustained drive.
They are, and you can see already why Sebastian Small is ranked 2nd in rushing, Rudy. He's averaging about 119 yards a ball game, and he's a workhorse for sure.
Carries the mail a lot. Dwayne Lewis, the quarterback. Gives to Small. Small has yardage as he hit right over the middle down to about the 10-yard line before they stack him up. got some good blocking from Martin and Cole. Keith Flood and Elliott Waddell make the stop for the Bulldogs of Terry Sanford. And as we said so many times prior to game time, throw away the books on this.
Absolutely.
Don't mean a thing when these two teams collide.
I think Smith is bound to be favored, but with the loss of their quarterback, it evens it up a little bit.
Dudley splits to the near side, pitches to Small, looking for some running room. Hit, gets away, and is very close to pay dirt as they drive him out at about the 1 or 2 yard line. Robert Koepening made the hit to drive him out of bounds across the way and possibly save a Smith touchdown.
Well, Rudy, the ball's where? About 5 yard line, isn't it?
Did he run him out to 5?
Looks like it's placed just about on the 5.
Yeah, he did. It looked like he ran him out at about the 2. Of course, that's a long way across that field for us to see with all the bodies, but it is, Jack, at about the 4 or 5 yard line. 2nd and goal. Stacked in the middle, Sebastian Small, the tailback, Waddell, Chilton, and Logan made the stop for Terry Sanford. So a good time now for the Hogs to rise up in the trenches for Terry Sanford.
This is where ball games are won and lost, Rudy. Here we've got, you bring in your big kids to beef up the middle of the line, and you've got to do it right here. If you're going to stop them, you've got to stop them in crunch time.
Brown splits to the far side. Dudley to the near side. Give is going to be to Sebastian Small, and he's hit and still gets a couple of yards. Hit at the line of scrimmage and fell forward down to about the...
Looks like it's about the 1, Rudy.
1 yard line. Koepening, along with Waddell, make the stop for the Bulldogs, and that right side of the line has done a yeoman job. Really, it's the left side, Carlisle. We just got them wrong on our card there. They've done a great job of stopping Small inside the 10 yard line. 3rd and goal. Gives going to be to Small. Jumps in the end zone. Touchdown, Smith. So the Bulls strike. And with that, we'll take timeout.
All right, Rudy, we've gotten drawing the first blood of the ball game with Sebastian Small taking the dive into the end zone, making the ball game 6-0, and Smith's now ready to kick the extra point. Chris Degler is the kicker, and it is good.
Degler puts it up right between the uprights, and the score here with 3:36 left to play in the first quarter is Smith 7, the Bulldogs of Terry Sanford 0.
Well, Rudy, while we're at a few seconds here, let's take a moment to go over the officials for the ball game tonight. As always, we try to recognize the officials. They do an excellent job, and as referee, we have Malcolm McCracken, it looks like to me, and umpire Calvin Saunders. Head linesman is Roger Bayless. Field judge is Lauren McCauley, and the back judge is William Miller. The drive that Smith put on in that particular score, Rudy, was of 80 yards. It covered 16 plays and took a full 8 minutes and 24 seconds off the clock.
Well, the Bulldogs got tough inside that 15-yard line.
They did, but Smith was relentless, and all coaches love to see a long drive and eats up time, don't they?
They sure do. Jack playing without their quarterback. Avery's kick is a short one, end over end. Grabbed at the 20-yard line, comes straight up the middle of the field. It's going to be racked up as he gets it to about the 29-yard line. Hodgco, David Hodgco.
Hedgco.
Jack.
My writing's a little
bit looks
difficult.
like an O. I'm sorry, my fault.
My writing is not real clear there.
David Hedgco.
Right.
Berghoff, the center. Ethan Berghoff. Roberts, one of the ends. Good receivers. Fumble. And let's see, I believe the Bulldogs got it back. They did.
A little mix-up on that
Fumbled
point.
it right.
Rudy, David Hedgco, the quarterback for Terry Sanford, according to this week's statistics, so graciously supplied to us by Earl Vaughn of the failed. Bulldogs, and he has, as one of his ends, Eugene Roberts, who's leading the conference.
So we know they can go to the air, right?
Go to the air.
Split wide to the near side is Roberts. Out there along with him is Patterson. Hedgecoe on the option, returns inside. He's got yardage. He's at the 40 to the 44-yard line before they finally drag him down. Beautifully executed option by David Hedgecoe. Reuben Bryant made the stop for the Golden Bulls, but not before he picked up the big first down. So Hedgecoe, the fine quarterback of the Terry Sanford Bulldogs, rolled that one inside, had the good option there, turned it inside, and picked up the first down. The ball just over the 45-yard line of the Bulldogs. Hedgecoe, the quarterback, checks, rolls down the line, now pitches out to his tailback, Lacey Mowry, and Malloy. And Malloy hit by Bryant as he gets it out to about the 46-yard line. So really back to the line of scrimmage, may have lost a half yard on the play, no more than that.
Well, Rudy, I'll tell you what, that was a well-executed pitch out. But Reuben Bryant made one super defensive play coming up from his cornerback position.
Played a good first quarter.
Yes.
Excellent defensive first quarter.
Yes, Terry Sanford made a great play, but it was an even greater defensive play.
Hedgecoe back to pass, looking, has time. Now he's whipped from behind. Did not see the man coming in from his left side, and Hedgecoe took a shot to the ribs we could hear up here. Majors?
We got a flag.
Majors made the stop and a flag at the Smith 45, I believe. It's going to be against EESvTerry, and Jack, some great defense right there.
Boy, I mean, Hedgecoe looked like he had time, and before you blinked your eye, he had two men on him. They did an excellent job.
He was looking to this side where the penalty flag was dropped, so evidently something happened to his intended receiver.
Let's see what
he ate the football.
See what the men and the gentleman in the striped shirt tell us, if he'll give us a holding. All right.
Defensive holding, the call against Smith. That happened in the backfield. And they're going to take it to the Smith 44-yard line. David Hedgecoe, the quarterback. Takes a little mix-up back there. Couldn't get rid of it as the front wall of the Bulls crashed through to get him. And with that, we'll take timeout.
And Smith's defense on this particular series has been outstanding.
It sure has. And that's the end of the first quarter of action here from Terry Sanford High School in Fayetteville, North Carolina. And what a first quarter we've seen. 7-0. Smith out front on a good sustain. As I'm concerned, I'll tell you what, Lewis has done a great job of quarterbacking EESvTerry here in the first quarter. Super job.
Yeah, and the EESvTerry defense has made the big play when it's had to in his drive. First quarter statistics and the rush show first downs are 2 for Terry Sanford and 5 for Smith. The rushing yardage for Terry Sanford has been 8. And the rushing yardage for EESvTerry 41 yards. Passing Smith is 39 yards and Terry Sanford no yards.
Okay, we're looking at a passing down, third and about 20 for the first down. Flags dropped everywhere. And no question about it, David Hedgecoe was going to be looking for Roberts or Sherrill and maybe Patterson. They have great receivers on this team. In fact, this young team has been putting the ball in the air quite a bit.
They have, and they've been successful with it. I think that Coach Daskell would like to see a little more ability to run the ball so that they can sort of even out their offensive team. Is easier to defense.
Smith was hit with an offside penalty, cost him 5 yards, and they moved the ball down to the Smith 48-yard line. Still 3rd and 15. In motion to the far side goes Patterson. Back to pass. Hedgecoe being chased. Fires it complete. At the 44-yard line, fumbles the ball, goes out of bounds. Dale Clark came out of the backfield on the receiving end. Palm was there to hit him and drive him out of bounds. And is that Parham or Parm?
I would say Parm.
Parham.
I think
Gotta be Parham.
Or Parham.
Parham, maybe Parham, but not Parham. Huh? Yeah, right. Hedgecoe's a punter, back at his own 44-yard line. Gets a good snap, has time, gets it off the side of his foot, a poor kick that takes a little bit of a Terry Sanford roll, and he's going to go out of bounds at about the 27-yard line, 28-yard line. Let's see where they place it now when they bring it back inbound. Oh, not a good kick, and I'm sure that he's a better kicker than that. E. Smith leading here in the early moments of the second quarter by a score of 7-0 over Terry Sanford's Bulldogs. We have 11:31 left to play in the half. Jamie Dudley splits wide to the near side. Suggs to the far side along with Brown. Dwayne Lewis, the quarterback. A little official timeout. Did Terry Sanford ask for timeout?
I think it was an official's time, Rudy. It looked like it. I don't know.
It is. I think Terry Sanford asked for timeout as Coach Sappos trots out on the field. And Jack, getting back to Dwayne Lewis, who is quarterback to E. Smith here tonight. For our first look at him, and I understand he had not thrown the football one time this year. He looked great on that big strike he threw to Dudley.
Well,
to really key the drive for the
Rudy,
touchdown.
I think on that play, actually, I think Dwayne Lewis faked and gave the ball off to one of his halfbacks who actually threw the ball to Dudley on that play. It was like a reverse, but the ball was well thrown, and Dudley is an excellent receiver.
I looked downfield checking the receivers, and when I looked up, the ball was in the air, or looked back, I should say. So I did not pick up whether or not it was a halfback, so I'm sure that was probably Groves. Groves and Small are the setbacks. Groves the fullback, Small the tailback. Lewis gives to Sebastian Small. He's got great yardage as he zipped through a hole across the 30, the 35, out to about the 39-yard line before they finally upended him. Keith Flood, along with A. Waddell, make the stop for the Bulldogs of Terry Sanford, but not before he picked up another first down, and he has really run that ball well tonight.
He accelerates so well through the line. He got into the line. It was into the secondary in the blink of an eye. He really accelerated well into the line and into the backfield.
Went in right behind Lane and Mike Williams for the first down. Give is going to be to the fullback, Groves. Groves sticks his head down and drives out to about the 45-yard line before they bring him down. Chilton, along with Logan, and Fielder, make the stop for Terry Sanford's Bulldogs. 10:38 left to play here, and it's a hot night.
Very, very humid.
Here in Fayetteville. 7-0 Bulldogs, Golden Bulls out front. Dudley split to the near side. To the far side is Brown. Lewis takes a little pass to Dudley, looking for some running room, gets a little, breaks it to clear at the 50, and finally knocked out of bounds at about the 44-yard line. A flag dropped and possibly a late hit.
Very possibly, Rudy. We've seen probably more of that in the way of penalties than any other this year. And I suspect it's going to be against Terry Sanford for personal foul. I presume
Sherrill made the stop.
Yeah. Dudley did a super job once he caught that ball.
You know, he sure did. A good head fake that got him loose from the first defender.
That's a big help. Wow.
And after the big penalty, it takes it down inside the Terry Sanford 30-yard line to about the 29.5. We'll just say just over or just inside the 30-yard line, I should say. Dwayne Lewis, the quarterback. Official timeout. A check. Is that Dudley?
Yeah, I believe it looks like it. Yeah.
Split in Jamie Dudley. May have had a little something in his eye. Now we're ready to go. To the far side is Brown, the wingback. And again, we got an official timeout. 71 for Terry Sanford comes to the sidelines.
It looks like Eric Inslee is guard.
Eric Inslee, right.
He's replaced by number 63, Cornelius Felder, back in the game.
So they're really switching them from one side of that line to the other side. 1st and 10 for the Golden Bulls. Out front, 7-0. Give it to Sebastian Small. Plenty of running room. He may go all the way and does for the touchdown. They had a shot at him at the 15-yard line, and again at about the 5, but Small just zipped past him right in the end zone, and what a runner this guy is.
I'll tell you, Rudy, they had a little bit of an angle on him, and he just simply turned on the jets and took off into the end zone. And the boy, of course, the blocking was excellent at the point of attack. Excellent.
That's the sign of a great runner, Jack. Actually, he slows down and turns it on when he has to. The acceleration, all the time he's looking for that opening.
Right.
And again, that's a sign of a super runner. Fumble, the snap is fumble. He'll try to run it in, and he may do it. He does. As he slides into the end zone. The holder was Brown. It was a bad snap. And so not much of a break there for Terry Sanford. They needed to hold him on that. Instead of getting 1 point, they got to 2. And the score here is 15-0. We've got 9:41 left to play.
Rudy, that drive, the second touchdown for E. Smith, covered 73 yards and took only 3 plays. Now, and a total elapsed time of 1 minute and 50 seconds. There was a big 15-yard penalty in there. And Sebastian Small had 40 yards in that drive on 2 carries, and of course that beautiful touchdown run.
Here's a kick, another short end-over-end kick, grabbed and fumble, back up the field, loose football, and who gets it? I think Terry Sanford. Oh, what a break. Boy, I'll tell you what, he drop kicked that one. You know, that looked like the old drop kick deal. He kicked that one about 20 yards back upfield. They were lucky to get it back.
They were very lucky. The ball came shooting out of there like a shot.
Henderson was the guy who recovered the football. Boy, I'll tell you, it was, that hot pigskin was really up for grabs.
I have a feeling, Rudy, they probably got more yardage out of that play than if he'd caught the ball, because
is this rugby or football?
It was a super break for Sanford.
David Hedgecoe, the quarterback, who's had little or no passing time tonight, or time to set up for the pass, gives to Malloy, the tailback, and Malloy gets it out to about the 37-yard line. Let's see where they place it down. We'll say the 38-yard line, and it's a pickup of a yard on the play. It'll be 2nd and 9 for the first down.
Right, looks like about a yard. That Smith defense is tough.
Oh, they have been tough all year. Like you said against New Hanover, they kept them in the ball game with defense. 8:46 left to play here in the first half. David Hedgecoe, the quarterback, takes spins. On the option, pitches back to Malloy, gets away from 1, and now he's going to be ripped as he gets it across the 35 out to about the 37-yard line. And boy, the white and gold helmets really picked him up there. Robert Pipkin, along with Reuben Bryant, for the Golden Bulls, bring him down at the 37-yard line.
Rudy, I tell you, we have an excellent crowd. The Smith side of the field is full. This side of the stadium is pretty full. It's a
what
super
you love
crowd.
to see.
Oh, great.
Especially if you're an athletic director or principal.
Yes, the money does help.
Looking at 3rd and 11, he does get it away, and it's incomplete.
Flag on the play.
The receiver was Roberts out at the 45-yard line. Reuben Bryant was covering over in that area, and it could have been pass interference.
I think so, Rudy.
I believe he will be the culprit. They've got the ball out at the 45-yard line, and
marking off 15.
And 15 is going to take it to the Golden Bull 49-yard line for a big break for Terry Sanford. They need to get a touchdown to get back in this ball game here in the first half.
I think so too. I think that's going to be critical for them. They need to score some points in this drive, possibly to get some momentum, a little bit of confidence back. Rudy, right now they're picking up yardage on fumbles and penalties.
Roberts and Patterson to the near side. Hedgecoe, the quarterback, back to pass. Looking, fires it, picked off. He's going to go all the way unless Hedge coach, he get him. He does not. He's at a 10-5 touchdown. No flag down the field. Parham made the interception, David Parham, at about the 45-yard line. And that time, David Hedgecoe was again under tremendous pressure from the Golden Bull defense and had to unload him.
That made the difference. That made the difference.
He didn't see Parham at all, I don't think. He was covered up back there.
Looked like he was even trying to throw a screen pass possibly, and Parham got right in the middle of it.
Averett. Kick is up, and it is good, and Degler was the guy who popped it through, and the score here with 7:46 left to play in the first half, a surprising score of E.E. Smith 22, Terry Sanford 0. And we'll take timeout. To tell you the truth, I would never have dreamed that with over half the second quarter to go, we'd see 22 points by either team on the scoreboard.
No, I would not have either, Rudy. And E.E. Smith's last 2 touchdowns have come very quickly, as you know.
So explosive.
Yeah, the touchdown drive a minute ago took just a minute and 50 seconds, and then, of course, just a couple of minutes that Terry Sanford had the ball. Really not very long at all, and Smith scored again. So it's going to be a tough, long night for Terry Sanford if they don't get back in this ball game and get some points this half.
And they're going to have to do it in the air, and they're not giving David Hedgecoe a chance to even breathe back there.
No, they sure are not.
Okay, Avery.
No,
Degler, I'm sorry, Chris Degler gets a kickoff, a high, booming end-over-end kick, grabbed at the 11-yard line, comes back up the field, tries to get to the outside, across the 30 to about the 32, 3-yard line. Clark was the ball carrier, stacked up at about the 32-yard line. McCall?
Looks like we've got a flag here again, Rudy, a face mask.
Face mask. So, you know, really, Terry Sanford's had the breaks so far as penalties are concerned.
They really have, and they've gotten most of their yardage. Their total yardage at the end of the first quarter was 8 yards, and they've got more in this quarter, but they've got 30 of them by penalties that we know about. Maybe 40 yards. Seems like it's been about 4.
Okay, and after the penalty is marked off, it's out at the 47-yard line of Terry Sanford. So they have good field position. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Back to pass. Coe has time. Fires it deep. It is picked off or incomplete?
Incomplete.
At the 30-yard line. Good coverage down there by the Bulls. Reuben Bryant again was over in the area along with Mike Horton. So that time he did have time, but good coverage by the Golden Bulls.
By Smith, right. The pass, it was a down and out and down pattern. Smith's defensive cornerback stayed right with him, Rudy, just like glue.
2nd and 10 for the Bulldogs as they try to get something on track. Little flip pass is picked off. No, say no.
Rudy, I thought you were right.
He's going to get that off of his shoe tops. Boy, what a great play. That time it was Johnson, L.D. Johnson, the guy that was over, and he was dogging that football.
Sure was. Rudy, you know, I think it looked like Hedgecoe's ball was either nicked by his own man's helmet or somebody's hand got up in that ball.
It did look like a helmet. One of his own men stood up and hit him in the back of the head with it. So again, the Bulldogs have a break. 3rd and 10 for the first down. Back to pass. Hedgecoe fires when the flat is complete. 50 to the 45. A little quickie. Pass was out to Anthony Patterson. Horton makes a stop for the Golden Bulls. 4th and about 3 for the first down. And what do you do?
I suspect it looks like Coach Daskell's going to punt the ball. Yeah. At this time in the game, it's hard not to think about going when you're 22 points down, but by the same token, there's a long while to go in this ball, and you don't want to give up another.
6:42 left in this half and a whole second half to go. You're right, Jack.
It just
Golden Bulls asked for a timeout.
Well, you know, that is a dilemma. The coach says, gosh, we're 22 points down. Maybe we ought to go for it, see if we can't keep the move on. Next thing you know, if you don't make it, Smith takes over the ball in excellent field position. So I think Coach Daskell's made the right decision and
try to get Smith back and hope they get a fumble and hold them deep in their own territory.
Jack, as we said before, they certainly have lived up to their billing of being the #2 team at the AP poll, and playing without their starting quarterback, McMillan. They've done a great job of moving that football on the ground and in the air.
Oh, yes, they've done. It's been a very balanced attack and very quick. And the defense has gotten one touchdown for them. So it's
looking around the league, we'll get back to those and give you a rundown on where the teams are playing tonight after this punt by Hedgecoe. Back at his own 42-yard line. Gets a good snap. Gets a kickoff. This time much better. Booms one out of there. It's going to be grabbed at the 5-yard line. Starts back upfield and going to be hit. Good coverage by the Terry Sanford defense as he gets it out to about the 15-yard line before they rack him up. Malloy makes a stop. He's the first man to get to him for the Bulldogs, but this is about the poorest field position that the Golden Bulls have had all night long, Jack.
Right. I wonder, the ball was fielded about between the 5 and the 10. I may have had to let that ball go because it was much better. David Hedgecoe is an excellent athlete, Rudy. He's a baseball player. He plays basketball, and he's a quarterback and a punter on football. Excellent athlete.
Young man.
Excellent athlete and a good student.
Lewis, the quarterback, gives to Small, trying to get outside. He's going to be dropped. And they swarm him at about the 12-yard line. Stokes was the first guy to get to him, assisted by McEachran. And was he in on the stop too, Lego? I believe he was. A pickup. Zip, a loss of a yard on the play, so it'll be 2nd and 11 for Smith. One of the few times they've been dropped for a loss tonight.
Right.
Split wide to the far side is Brown. Bush takes, spins, gives to his fullback, Tyrone Groves, and Groves get some running room out to about the 19-yard line before they stack him up. Lego was the first guy to get to him. Kevin Lego. Inslee also in on the stop, along with Chilton for the Terry Sanford Bulldogs.
I tell you, the fullback, this Tyrone Groves, as I said, Rudy, when we saw them play Laney, he did not start. He played a few plays, you remember. We commented on his size and how much power he had. He's really shown it here tonight.
Okay, we're all set. Lewis gives to his tailback, and Groves is running the tailback right now. He was a deep man on that play, and he picks up yardage out across the 30 to about the 32-yard line. Keith Flood, who's played one heck of a defensive first half here, makes a stop for Terry Sanford. And the Bulldogs trail the Golden Bulls by a score of 22-0 with 4:29 left to play here in the first half. We welcome WDIU, the voice of the Golden Bulls, here tonight at Terry Sanford. Spins, picks up a couple yards out across the 35 to about the 37-yard line. Fielder and Henderson on that right side make the stop for the Bulldogs.
Rudy, I think what I see Coach Sappo's doing here, he's splitting his back some instead of running from the I formation and using Tyrone Groves a little bit from a deeper position. And it's been very effective. I think it gives Sebastian Small a little bit of running mate, so to speak.
Deadly split to the far side. Give is going to be to the fullback. Or Sebastian Small, the tailback. Sebastian out to the 40-yard line. Maybe he got it over the 40-yard line. Cornelius Felder made the stop. Ball squarely at the 40 for the Terry Sanford Bulldogs. Got a good mouthful out there. A good stop by Cornelius.
Rudy, I feel a little bit of a breeze.
Finally. Boy, I'm wondering, I asked someone before the game, is this July or is this almost October? My fish are never going to run if they don't quit this. 3rd and 2 for the first down. Cuba's going to be to Sebastian Small. Running room. He gets a first down and more as he bangs it out over the 45 to about the 47-yard line. Demetrius Briggs was the ball carrier. Henderson makes a stop for the Bulldogs. So 1st and 10, and that was a big play right there. Sanford needed to stop them there to get something going here in the first half, but not so. The Golden Bulls would not be denied to have it 1st and 10 from their own 47-yard line. Dwayne Lewis, the quarterback, gives to Demetrius Briggs in at tailback, and Briggs out to the 50-yard line, picked up about 3 on the play before he was racked up by the middle of the, well, they're going to place it down to the 49-yard line. Elliott Waddell, Chip, Shea Chip, and Cornelius Felder make the stop for Terry Sanford Bulldogs. So we're looking at 2nd and about 7 for the first down. Make it a long 7 for the first down.
We find that E.E. Smith has converted all 6 of their 3rd down opportunities. 6 out of 6.
Can't do better than that, can't you?
Not bad, not bad.
Give this to Tyrone Groves, and he is stopped at about the 42-yard line. We've got 1:42 left to play here in the first half. Company made the stop. And we'll take timeout, and this word down in Sebastian Small and Briggs, and also Groves here.
Yeah,
the waning minutes of the first half.
They're running more from split backs like they are this time, Rudy, and so it gives several opportunities. This is Sebastian Small carry.
Small, being dogged behind the line of scrimmage, is going to finally be dropped at about the 44-yard line. They had him back about the 47.
That's good defense.
Legel made the stop along with Chilp. Shea Chilp for good defense.
Yeah, they really, and despite the excellent defense that Terry Sanford has had on his sort of hit or miss basis here this first half, Sebastian Small still has 84 yards at this point in the first half.
Almost 100 yards rushing in the first half. He'll be looking at 2nd and about 12 for the first down. Back to pass, looking, fires it deep, it is incomplete. Oh, he beat his man. Jamie Dudley at the 20-yard line had his man beat. And the ball just looked like it slipped right through his fingers. The defensive man, I believe it was number 42, Robert McEachern, he may have sort of gotten away of the football.
Yeah. I think
he lost it momentarily because the ball was right on the money.
It was, and it looked like his hand may have gone across in front of Dudley's. But you know, we found out something. Dwayne Lewis can throw the football.
He can put it in the air.
We wondered about that since McMillan was such an outstanding passer, but I think Dwayne Lewis proved that he can lay the pass out there on the money.
Well, he got good blocking up that line from Nance Cole, Martin, Lane, and Williams. That front wall is back to pass again, looking, now firing deep again. Looked like the same pattern is picked off. No. Great coverage that time by the Bulldogs as he really threw it, and that one he should have maybe kept or gone to his safety valve. McEachern almost picked that one off, so it looked like the same pattern. I think McEachern told him,
I can do it this time.
I can beat McEachern again. But Dudley did not do it, and we're looking at 4th and 12 for the Golden Bulls, and probably leading 22-0 with 24 seconds left. Lewis may put it in there again.
It may rain footballs this time too. I have all ideas that they go to the air. Kwame Brown hasn't been in the offense as much tonight at a wide receiver.
Back to pass, flips it out, complete to Tyrone Groves, and Groves gets it across the Terry Sanford 40 to about the 38-yard line before they upend him. Roger Stokes makes a stop for the Bulldogs.
Rudy, that's an excellent call on the part of Super Coach Sappho. They ran the wideouts down and cleared out the area, and then they gave the ball to Groves. Terry Sanford did an even better job of defense in that play to save the first down. Right.
Terry Terry Sanford asked for timeout. We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the first half of beautiful Terry Sanford Stadium here deep in Bulldog country.
Absolutely. You know, Rudy, we've got some excellent halftime entertainment. We're going to have both bands on the field tonight, and Coach, band director Paul Rogers and Mr. Johnson from Terry Sanford are going to present for us an excellent halftime show. I'm really looking forward to it. And we're showing the Terry Sanford cheerleaders now, who are under the direction of Connie Kuntz. And you see the Bulldogs. I don't know whether we can see the Bulldogs down there. Looks like the Bulldogs trying to get something to drink there.
Well, it's hot enough. I don't blame him.
Certainly.
I tell you what, he's got to be warm too. But again, hey, I can stand the heat. Just don't bring the rain. I think it really messes up our game. And Jack, we've got some other great ball games around the league tonight, and we'll try to get those for you at halftime. You've got Southview at 71st, and you've got Douglas Bird at Cape Fear, also Pine Forest over at Westover.
Right.
Big game over there again tonight.
Right.
We had them last week against West Robinson, and of course West Robinson won that. Showed us a lot of power out football.
Right.
All set to go. Terry Sanford looking at first and 10. Back to pass. Hedgecoe fires it. Complete at the 46-yard line.
And plugs. See you.
Excellent pattern. Complete to Anthony.